here are some people walking, and let's see if we can see the baby cart. Oh, it's going. Oh, look at that. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, another blinking red light. Hopefully it knows what to do here. In Chicago, someone would have honked at me for sure. So there's quite a big pothole right here. I think it might end up going right into it. Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Sunday, April 17th, Easter. Happy Easter. I am in Portage, Michigan with my parents. I'm going to take the car out of my parents' garage. I have the Homelink sensor built in, so you'll see the garage door close as I exit the driveway, and then I'll take it to the high school that I went to when I was growing up. That's where I first went through driver's ed, so we're going to see if the car can teach itself how to drive in the same area. And then I'll go over to Crossroads Mall, a little bit more traffic and congestion in that area, and then from there head on back. So we'll see how the car does. All right, we are ready to go. So I'm in the garage. My dad decided to join me, so he's sitting in the passenger seat, and I'm gonna have to manually get out of the garage here to get to the high school. So what I'm gonna do is step on the brake, put it in reverse, and then back out. Now Homelink, this is pretty cool. So you'll see as I leave the garage, the Homelink will automatically trigger and the garage will close itself. So here it says 5 feet. There it is. It just turned it on, closing the garage door and coming down. And as soon as we get out, I can go ahead and turn it on. Just looking for some other cars here. All right, so here we are. So now all I need to do is put it into drive and wait for the little icon to show up, waiting for it right up here. There it is. Slide this over. And it looks like it just disappeared there, and now I can double tap down. So now the car automatically takes off. So left turn signal went on, and it looks like the right turn signal went on for a split second there. It does need to go left here, so thankfully it did figure that out. Autopilot creeping forward, checking for visibility, and executing the turn. Nicely done. So we are in a very residential neighborhood here. So here are some people walking, and let's see if we can see the baby cart. Looking for it. It did not show up on the screen there. So I did hear that is now new. You can see baby carts or strollers in the visualization. I'll have to test that out in a parking lot to see if that really is the case. Okay, so turning on the left turn signal. This is a normal left turn. There's no reason to put on the left turn signal. It did slow down there out of caution. Not sure why. There were no vehicles or anything. I think maybe the lines maybe have thrown it off. But we're going 30 right now, and it is 35. I think this is right where it changes to 35. So you'll see it bumps it up to 5 miles over the speed limit, going 40 now. Asking for a little bit of feedback on the steering wheel, and then we're just going to go straight here and then turn right. So this is a path that I used to take every single day going to high school. I shouldn't say every single day. So I did take the bus a considerable amount, but I did also drive quite a bit back and forth to the school, whether it was for marching band practices or tennis or ski club or any number of different things. I was constantly going back and forth to the high school. This would have been a really nice feature to have back in the 1990s, to be able to just have the car drive me automatically. So hopefully we'll have a zero intervention and zero disengagement drive. And for anybody who's new to the channel, a disengagement counts as me stepping on the brake pedal or jerking the steering wheel out of the automatic driving mode, whereas a intervention is me stepping on the accelerator. You can't really call it a gas pedal in a electric car. But if I do have to step on the accelerator for any reason, and most of the time it's when there's somebody behind me and the car is being awkward. Now look at this, there's 2 stop signs being visualized. Not quite sure why it's showing 2 when there's only 1. It is creeping forward. Here there is a car coming, and now we are good to go. Pulling out really nicely there, and we have a red light. So we're going straight here. We're going 40 miles per hour in a 35, same as that previous road. And we're going to be turning left on Millam Avenue. And already here, it's changing lanes to follow route. So I can use the turn signal at any moment when it executes a lane change to cancel, which is nice. And I can also cancel, obviously, if I hit on the brake pedal. But always, whenever it automatically changes lanes, you always, as the beta tester, have to be aware of your surroundings and make sure that it's doing what it needs to do, because beta can make a mistake at the worst time possible. You have to be ready to take over. It is still beta, and it's beta for a reason, because it is definitely not fully ready. But it's getting scary good already and impressing me more and more. This is the normal path that I would have taken a long time ago. So this is an interesting one, a blinking red light, and there's not going to be any turn signals. So let's see how it handles a blinking red light. Never had this happen before. A police vehicle coming straight, and the car is waiting for these two, although I'm not so sure it can interpret a blinking red light. This is the first time I've had this happen. So let's see. Okay, it is not doing anything. So the blinking yellow, I'm pretty confident it would have gone through a blinking yellow, but the blinking red light, it really doesn't know how to interpret it. Doesn't know what to do. And there's no message saying anything. Nobody behind us. So, I'm really going to have to intervene here to tell the car to go, because it just doesn't get it here. All right, so after these cars here, I'm going to have to intervene. Oh, it's going. Oh, look at that. I didn't have to do anything. It went all by on its own. That's cool. Okay. I fully thought that I'd have to take over there. All right, so 25 miles per hour. Now that it's on this road, I'm just going to go ahead and dial in the high school, and I think it will turn right perfect. So now it's going to turn right, the same path that I always used to take. Not sure, they've done quite a bit of renovation on the high school, so there might be a new... Yeah, my dad is noticing here that the lines on the road, it's not really staying to the right, which is interesting. But they did quite a bit of renovation, right, on the school. Is that right, Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is all new to me. I mean, wow, already it's looking way different. Okay, so going through this parking lot, and there's really, it can't go through here. Hopefully it's gonna stop here. Okay, so yeah, you used to be able to go through here. It's trying to go through, but you can't get through here anymore. Wow, it's actually gonna try to go up the curb, it looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna say that we're here. This is, interesting, because all of this parking lot's different. A lot of this has changed. So I believe, we're here. We've arrived at the school. See, this is usually, it says do not enter now, but this is usually how I would have gone into the school. Yeah, so this is where I learned how to drive. This is the parking lot where I had driver's ed, right in here. So now that we've arrived, I'm going to dial in Crossroads Mall, and we're going to see how the car does getting over there. Okay, so it has located the mall. So I'm not sure how it's going to do getting out of this parking lot, but let's find out. So all we need to do is double tap down. The right turn signal turns on immediately. And coming up here. Okay. Yes, this is how I would normally have gotten out of the parking lot. Okay, another blinking red light. So turning right here, hopefully it knows what to do here. Okay, so this car is coming up, and then now it's clear to go. Okay, taking that just fine. And then we are going to have to get in the left lane. There are no cars behind us, so it is doing that just fine. And coming over here, ooh, that was a little bit aggressive, very, well, assertive, I should say. And now the left turn signal is on, and now we are going to be waiting for a green light. Okay, it is green. And hopefully it doesn't go, because these other cars have the right of way. Okay. And now if it went, it would have to go really quickly. Good thing it's waiting. That would have made me uncomfortable. Okay, now it is definitely clear to go. I'm going very slow. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna step on it because should not have done that. Really should have gone there. Looking for some force on the steering wheel. So somebody was behind us. They were being a saint. They were just being extremely patient. So in Chicago, someone would have honked at me for sure, but they were very kind. All right, slowing down here, and then we do need to go left after this light. So this is Mall Drive. Normally, if I was driving, I'd turn left here, and that's how I would normally go to the mall. Celebration Cinema on the right, and then coming up here, turning right on Ring Road, and pretty much here we are at the mall. So this is the mall, straight ahead here. And when you dial in a destination, it just basically takes you straight to the parking lot. You know, wherever that is mapped on Google Maps is where it goes. So there's quite a big pothole right here. I think it might end up going right into it. Okay, it went around it. Good. But not on purpose, I'm pretty sure. And, oh boy. Whoa. Some bad potholes in here. So I did have to take over there. I don't want my car to go inside of these potholes. All right, there we are. So we'll go ahead and dial it in. It's already dialed in. We'll go ahead and turn it on.
It's pretty amazing, John. How are we going to do this?
Yeah, right? It just figures everything out on its own. Maps it out. Getting in the right lane. Right turn signal turning on. It's a green light and turning right. Yeah, so the remaining trip here is going to be really, really easy. As you can see, we're just going straight up here, turning right, and then the most interesting part is going to be this left just after the highway, because what happens is if you get into the left turn lane too early, you end up going onto the highway, the on-ramp to the highway. So you really need to go a little bit past it and then get in the left turn lane. That's going to be the trickiest part of the drive. Okay, and now a green light, and we're going to go through here, and then just past this light is where we need to get in the left turn lane. All right, so right here it needs to get in the left turn lane. Nicely done. Look at that. Okay, and then it can go right now if it decides to go. It's got to go pretty quick. All right, and it was not going. I did have to intervene there. So I'll report that. It started to go, and what really cannot do is go halfway and then just stop like it did, because the other cars were coming and I was in the way, and then there was some other traffic coming out of this road. So that is definitely an issue, and that's why they require a human to be sitting in the driver's seat right now. So I suppose if it had stopped, the other cars would stop. I mean, it's not like they would just like slam into me, but it definitely was not the right thing to do. It should have either gone or waited, and then it chose to go, but then it stopped midway and made it very uncomfortable. Okay, and coming through this neighborhood at 5 miles over the speed limit, which is exactly what I have set. And then we are going to be turning right up here. But the thing is that it doesn't have the destination correct. So I do have to take over right about here, because it actually will drop us off on the front of the house, which is where the address is mapped. But here you can see when I pull into the driveway, you'll see the door open automatically. Nice demonstration of that Homelink feature. So you can program multiple garage doors with the Homelink. So I have it automatically opening up my garage back at home and my parents' garage. And then you can also set the proximity for that. All right, so we're back. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in park, and I'll just show you that Homelink feature. So you can come into the Homelink settings, and I have here, it will auto open when arriving, and you can have it automatically fold your mirrors, and you can have it open based on how many feet away you are. And you can also adjust or set a chime for when it auto opens or auto closes. So I like all of that stuff turned on. All right, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my next video, and we'll see you in the next one.